it, call it a rant, call it a band, call it whatever. I'm just here to really like pour out my heart to you guys. Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ayoola, and if you're seeing this beautiful face for the first time, please don't make it your last. Do subscribe, check out my videos, like, comment, and share if you really did enjoy this video. Thank you so much. And yes guys, today is a very interesting topic. Like I've gone through it and I'm just here to share it. Call it a rant, call it a band, call it whatever. I'm just here to really like pour out my heart to you guys. I don't know if you guys have ever had bosses that are just not it. Like they treat people like trash. My pastor said I should not say anything bad about leaders, and I'm trying my best to keep this as civil as possible. But I'm not here to insult them. I'm just here to tell you some things that you could do to avoid being in situations like that, to avoid being under bosses that are assholes. I'm sorry. Yeah. No insult. So avoid being under bosses that can be cruel and stuff. And also just basic step you can do to get your salary out, because these bosses, some of them don't even pay and they treat people like trash. And I for one have experienced a lot of job issues in Abuja. It's not that I'm not qualified, guy. I have a degree, a pretty good one at that. But a degree is not common sense. Sometimes you have to work smart and not work hard. So yeah, this is that episode where we talk about our bosses. So please don't forget to join the conversation in the comment section, because we need to like discuss these issues. I feel like it affects everybody. So when I graduated, I was desperate about getting a job. So first of all, if you want to avoid being under this kind of bosses, you need to reduce your desperation to get a job. I know you want a job. I know. Like, there is nobody that wants to just sit in their house, hide, I do all day, not do nothing. I know that there is nobody like that. So the truth is, to avoid this kind of issues, try to reduce your level of desperation. Try to reduce the hunger of looking for just any job. You want a job, but you want just any job. Because having just any job is going to cost you a lot of emotional trauma. It's going to cost you a lot of psychological issues. It's going to cost you financial issues, because you end up getting a job that is not even what's your pay grade, and at the end of it, so in the bid of getting a job, I've stated earlier, just avoid desperation. Number 2, once you go for an interview and it possibly looks like you get the job, or you did so well in your interview, start preparing yourself. And once you get there, once they ask you any question, please don't hesitate. This thing that people do, and when they go for an interview and they ask them any question and they'll be like, no, it's not making you a humble person, or making you a more easy to work with person. It's just putting you in a light that this guy might not really have an opinion, we can do anything. But that's not what happens every time. So when they ask you, do you have any question, the second point, so the question I believe everybody should ask is, because they'll ask you if we employ you, like, is there anything you would like to know, quote and unquote. I think you should just ask, are we getting an employment letter? What? The thing employment letter has cost me is not even funny. Okay, so I wanted to teach you guys about my job. So when I finished school, I got this job. I was desperate, as I said earlier. I got this job to work as a I think sales manager at a firm, not to state names. So at a firm that they sell like curtain window blinds, they sell curtain material, like prim and proper people, those Abuja elites used to go there and stuff. So it's like a pretty big company, but they were branching out, so they needed like someone else in the other branch, and they were going to. And they said, oh, they were going to go through a 1-month training. They didn't say 1-month training without pay. It was 1-month training. So like, you've employed me, I'm going to go through training, because of course I've never sold cotton in my life, so I need training. So Of course, I accepted. 1 month passed. I didn't even think I expected pay. And I don't think they paid us. I don't think they paid. I can't remember now, but I don't think they paid us, and that was fine. But the next 1 month now that we now resumed, I did not get an employment letter. I did not, but I just knew that I was employed now. So what's the big deal? So started working there. 1 month passed and the man has not said anything about money. Eventually in the next month, me and my colleague were already saying, "Ah, what's up now, is he going to pay us?" We already had an agreement of salary. It's not like we didn't have an agreement of salary and I started working. So he said, the time we asked him was like, yeah, he's working on our employment letter. Ah, okay, so long as the employment letter is not going to stop me from getting my salary, then I don't mind. Little did I know what he meant that by working on an employment letter means. Since we've worked for 1 month, he didn't give us an employment letter. That was not a month that was recorded. It was the next month now that he's giving us an employment letter that our money would start reading from. People of God, do I live on dust? And you know the funny thing, this job was Monday to Saturday. I work 6 days a week, morning till night, and I travel because funny enough, you know how Abuja is, that there is like, it's a short distance or a long distance, but the money of the transport you're going to pay is almost the same thing. But going far, I go far, like I pay a lot of transport to actually go to this job. And you open your mouth and tell me that my payment is only going to read from the next month. How wicked and callous can anybody be? And as the Lord we have, he actually said, but he asked us, did we need anything? I said, am I supposed to be working for a person and the person is asking me, do you need anything? And I will already start making demands when I've not even started, when it's just my first month into the job. That's not even appropriate. So long and short of the story is, I didn't have an appointment letter, so I had nothing to prove that I was working the whole month. Thank you very much. I know it's sad. So please make sure you demand for an employment letter. You let the terms and conditions be clearly stated that they are paying you so. Yeah, these are the rules. These are everything that has to do with the job. So please, an employment letter is very important. Number 3, know your job description. Oh my guy, know your job description. See, this Abuja, when I tell you that people are users of men, that's what most of these bosses, private bosses, are. Like, they make you work extra time and they act like they are doing you a favor, when in the actual sense, I'm the one doing you a favor. I'm doing extra time here, but they act like they're actually doing you a favor, and it's just crazy. So you work extra time and there's nothing. So I don't know. I know this is not the abroad or something, but there should be an agreement. Then of course, why I send in your job description again, I've also worked somewhere that I was doubling as a PA, a house help, the picker of children from school, the one that goes to NEPA office to help her fix the lights in the house, the one that runs the most demeaning errands. I know PA job is actually a job that it means you doing a lot of things that are beyond you, but not the ones that are not even like haba. I practically clean your house. Like, I come to work and you maybe come to my house first, go to your house, and you're telling me, this place is dirty. I say, good home trained care that I am. I'll actually pick up the broom and sweep and clean. As in, how is that even nice? I don't know. This my rant it's seeming like it's going to be very long, but there are bosses that, okay, there was a time I also had a friend that the boss did not pay in good time. He didn't pay him in good time, and as the Lord we have it, he couldn't go to work and stuff. So he sent me a message that, I can't come to work. You've not paid me. And guess what happened, guys? After he didn't go to work for just one day, when he went to work, the guy said he's fired. No, you people should tell me. You people should tell me how this is even logical. Like, how do you not pay someone and the person, because of not paying the person, there was a constraint and he couldn't because he had other issues and he couldn't go to work for one day. One day, just one day, and you literally said you're fired. See, I don't know if this is an Abuja problem or a general problem, but or however it is, bosses treat employees like trash. So if you know you want to work for anybody, and especially if it's a private and it's going to be like a really close range working condition, please know your job description, know your terms and conditions clearly, read your contract, read your employment letter as many times as possible. I'm not saying you will go and be fighting though because you know you're right though. You need to still be humble and stuff, but don't let people like drive you so far to the edge that it starts to affect every other thing. Like I said, it will affect you mentally, it will affect you. You are not even giving yourself enough rest because you are working overtime for somebody that doesn't appreciate it. Then of course, financially, I don't even imagine how people hold people's salary for months. Would you? I think these are human beings. They're not living on dust. So guys, it's a lot. So please, these three things, I hope you guys take it to heart and try your best to, if you can religiously consciously work on these three things, I think you will have a better working condition with people, or at least you will know when people are not giving you a better working condition and when it's time for you to leave. And also this idea of, oh, you're looking for another job and you don't want to leave this one, is very good, because honestly, idleness is an idle mind is the devil's workshop, like they say. But at the same time, if your peace of mind, if any job is really affecting your peace of mind, I think your peace of mind should be more important than any other sacrifice you are willing to make, or maybe financial stability and stuff. So also know when it is time to drop the towel and quit. It's not easy. I'm not even saying it's easy or anything, but your sanity is way more important than any other drama that a job will bring. So what's your take on bosses, and have you had any of this experience? Have you had this, that they didn't pay you, or you were being treated like a house help instead of a PA, or like the stories, man, the stories are crazy. But if you have any of these stories, please do share them in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. This video is long. Or don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you do like it, give it a thumbs up, and drop a comment. Very important. Thank you so much for watching this video, and see you in my next video.